Hello, I'm Chris McLendon with Crystal Vision. I'm going to do a quick run through on our new M-WEBKEY app for our Marble V1 media processor. I'm going to go through making a simple animation in an HTML editor, publishing that graphic to a server, and having the M-WEBKEY key that graphic over a live video playout. M-WEBKEY is a software application that runs on our Marble media processor. This app is a downstream keyer for live video playout that allows for HTML graphics to be used instead of a traditional video, fill, and key signal. M-WEBKEY creates the key signal needed for the keying the graphic using the HTML values including transparencies. So let's get to it. Let's have a quick look at the Marble V1 running the M-WEBKEY app in our Vision Web Control GUI. I've set up my Marble V1 for program flow in and program flow out. As you can see, I have a net connection from my inflow utilizing SMPTE 2110 protocol. Marble V1 allows for a combination of IP protocols and SDI on inflows and outflows. I have my outflow set up for 2110 as well. With my program flows all set, let's make a simple animated graphic. I'm using Google Web Designer to make my graphic. Google Web Designer is a free-to-use program that allows you to make and publish HTML pages. I've begun a file and I've selected my viewport for 1920 by 1080. I've added a simple CVTV logo asset to my library. I'm going to drag this into the position that I want it to be at the start of the animation. I'm going to begin it just off screen. You'll see that the timeline of the animation has now been created. I'm going to insert a keyframe to slide the graphic on screen into the upper left hand corner after just a few frames. Once there, I'm going to have it sit full color for another 4 seconds or so and then change its opacity so it becomes more of a watermark type transparent brand. I'll add a keyframe and change the opacity to 60%. I'm going to run it in the timeline now just to make sure that everything seems good. Everything looks good, so let's preview it in a browser. Everything looks good in Chrome. You'll notice that when the opacity reduces, the browser sort of shows that transparency. The key signal that the M-WEBKEY creates will use that to produce the transparency that you expect to see in a video graphic. With everything looking good, let's publish the file to our server. Looking back into the M-WEBKEY Vision Web GUI, I have my keyer enabled and set to key the external source for the HTML file that we just created. In our sources and outputs, we now specify the location of the file that we just created and published. Once entered, our animation will key over our program flow. This is a simple graphic example, but the emphasis here is on the process. I built that animation graphic using Google Web Designer, and then we keyed it using the M-WEBKEY over live playout, with the M-WEBKEY creating a key signal from the HTML file. Here is a second example of a more elaborate graphic with multiple layers and many animations. This graphic was also built in Google Web Designer using the same design and publish steps that I've shown here. I've set these animations to loop. This is a powerful tool. There are many possibilities. Graphics created for the web can now run over your video playout channel as well. We've reduced the overall infrastructure for branding a channel by removing the video key and fill hardware required for those applications. Please let us know if you'd like more information about this software app or any of the other software apps available for our Marble V1 media processor. Thank you for watching.